I've come to the realization that there's only one
I don't know if you or
victory
me,
in this
but
world.
it's crazy choppy. He gone. I don't know. That was crazy choppy. I'm guessing he has terrible reception right now. Terrible reception. That's okay. We'll get him back as soon as we can get him back on. But today on the show, we're going to be talking about Brigitte Macron, which is my best French impression. I actually used to take French. I was fluent in it for a minute, but then I left school. She is going to prove to courts that she is a man. We have to talk about Trump and autism. He gave an interesting speech here. Jimmy Kimmel is back apparently. So when they said he was out indefinitely, he was out indefinitely for a week. The TikTok algorithm is supposed to be retrained, whatever that means. I guess we'll figure that out. Candace Owens, I think, is worth talking to. Right. He's coming back.
See, dude, it don't even matter. Nothing matters.
Way better.
It literally
Way
don't
better.
matter. It literally don't matter. None of it actually matters. Did you literally take a bar, hold it above your fucking head, and put it back on the ground? I don't even want to go there every day and do this. I think I just have to. I think I think the only thing as a man that makes sense to me is when you go and lift something heavy and put it back on the ground. It's the only thing. It's everything else don't make fucking sense. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're a billionaire. I don't care. If you're not jacked, it don't even matter. It doesn't matter. Literally none of it matters. The money you make, all of it will die and filter away and flake away. Your generations will spend it. Can you do a fucking jumping jack? I don't know.
Or a pull-up if you want to be in the FBI.
I'm just fucking Dave, we talked briefly this weekend when I was there. I'm not going to go in a fucking therapy hour again, but there comes a point you have to put your foot down, and the foot that you're actually putting down has to be strong enough to put down, And a lot of people don't understand how serious you can be because they've never been serious about anything in their own life. And they're the same people that criticize you the hardest. The ones that have never done anything are going to tell me how to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's truth to that. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Are too many people? Well, this is like the easiest layup ever. How many people are wasting all of their time?
Dude, everybody, fucking everybody. How many Netflix subscriptions are in America? How many hours of Netflix are watched in a fucking day, and then how many hours of the gym are logged in a day? I don't even care about it that much. I just don't know. What are you doing? Don't get me wrong, Dave. I partake in mindlessness, and I fuck myself up in plenty of different ways and everything else. But what are we doing? I have grown adults that can't make dinner on time. I just don't. What the fuck are you doing? These people are masquerading as real people. These can't be real people. I can't be the only one dealing with this. Now, granted, I'm just getting rid of people in my life like this. Like they always say on the internet, right? Like remove toxic people. You don't realize how toxic people are toxic, and then you start weighing like, what if everybody you know is fucking toxic?
Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
More recent CDC data from 2020 to 2022 indicates 23% of adults meet both the aerobic and muscle strengthening components of these guidelines, which is 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity, equivalent to 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week, plus muscle strengthening activities on 2 or more days.
It's crazy.
23%, less than 1/4 of
Crazy.
humans on Earth exercise the amount that is minimally recommended. Minimally recommended. This isn't people getting jacked. This is people preventing themselves from being overweight.
I've seen a thing that people who walk 10,000 steps or more have a 50% lower mortality rating, factoring all other things equal.
Ryan, you know this. I work more of
Dude,
an
you
office
fucking
job.
smoke. You can fucking smoke. And just walking. I go to the gym. There's a guy, I don't know what he's doing, but he is fucking punching and kicking the air on those fucking things. I'm not judging him. Like, get your shit, dude. I don't know what he's on his phone, but he's watching something. He figured it the fuck out to get his ass in there. This is crazy. I had to fucking beg, David. I had to beg, basically, to get 40 minutes to go to the fucking gym. You know, you're a father, Ryan. I know. And my kids should probably have a father that can, one, protect themselves, and two, not be a burden on them when they're 80 years old because my body's broken because I didn't develop myself when I was in my 30s. This is fucking crazy. And the people that are telling me that, well, you're a father. Don't exercise. I don't want my kid to be lazy. You know, I think if you got a fit parent, you're probably more likely to be fit. I just think it's statistics.
That's probably true. Well, flip the
Yeah,
script though. Flip the script. Tell them like, you're a mother. You should probably go to the gym because I don't know. Maybe your child wants to know you for more than 50 years.
Dave, I know somebody in my family, they cannot walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded. And they are one of my biggest critics, David. I barely talk to this person.
Flight of stairs.
Biggest critic. I hear
Like a
so
really,
much
really
shit
big
in the
flight of
streets.
stairs. Spanish steps.
I don't even know what that is, but probably not. Apartment stairs, like a floor, from a second story, like a first story to a second story, winded. Too hot, asthma. Shut down, emphysema. 80% lower lung capacity gone.
Hold on, now I got to pull up the Spanish steps, Ryan. Since when does Google do this? Here we go.
I know what Google is. I haven't Googled something in so long since I got ChatGPT. I haven't ChatGPT. I've been just ChatGPT.
See if I can get a good picture of it.
Well, also that's another one. Oh, okay. So like Greco-Roman steps, David. Spanish steps. The fuck bullshit.
Yeah, it's in. They're in Rome.
Yeah.
What's the crazy tall fuck? The hell's the set of stairs that is like fucking wildly long? You know what I'm talking about?
Where is it?
Hold on, I'm gonna need Grok for this. I don't remember.
David has terrible memory, dude. You know, this isn't just bitch and rant hour. It is just interesting that like the biggest critics of you are like the ones that like are the complete. I bumped into this thing, David, about birth order.
What I'm thinking of?
Birth order of people. Now, I've heard this theory for years and years ago, but I actually like spent some time and like listened to this guy's thoughts and theories on birth order, and they say that the first child and the second child are normally bipolar opposites of each other.
Then
And I
fuck. The Nissan service staircase, 11,674 steps.
Where is it?
Switzerland.
I'm thinking of moving there, dude.
Nissan service. Hold on. Nope, not Nissan. Dude, I fucking hate autocorrect. I literally. Why would I be Googling Nissan steps? Holy dick, dude. There's 11,000 steps. Dude, can I please just get a fucking picture? I fucking hate. Why does Google make the picture? Why can it not be full size? Is this a crazy thing for Google to accomplish? Like when I click a picture, can I get a full size fucking picture? Am I the only one? Do you know what I mean? Here, enjoy the world's smallest picture of these steps, Ryan. Dude, I want to see these steps full.
Holy shit, dude!
Dude, it's 11,000 steps. It's fucking.
Why'd they make it?
You want the history of the Nissan service staircase?
I mean, did they have to get to the top of a mountain, or they're just doing it for training?
Well, they call it a service staircase, so I wonder if. Located on Mount Niesen in Bernese Oberland region of Switzerland's, renowned as the world's longest staircase, 11,674 steps, and a vertical rise of approximately 1,669 meters, or 5,400 square feet, over a distance of 3.5 kilometers, runs parallel origins. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Early 20th century context, Mount Niesen, often called the Swiss Pyramid due to its distinctive triangular shape, became a focal point for tourism. It was constructed to facilitate access for tourists and locals, offering panoramic views of the Bernese Alps. So it was literally for tourism.
So for Instagram.
Yeah, sure. I mean, 20th century, so pre-Instagram, but yeah. It was for
now
Polaroid.
for Instagram. Now for Instagram.
Polaroid, which is now Instagram.
Humans are weird, dude. It's a beautiful fucking scenery. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill all this grass and put a staircase here so I can take pictures.
Well, here's what you need to do. You need to move to Switzerland, go up and down that staircase once per day, and you will not be fat.
It's impossible. That's literally your 10,000 steps. You'll have a half the mortality rate. Up and down.
You'll have 20,000. Because if you go up and down, you're going to have 20,000 steps a day.
Just do half the staircase. Imagine if you run that, like if you were to just fucking... There's got to be some David Goggins out there in Switzerland just fucking training like an animal.
I do, though. I literally, I'll force myself to go out for... You know what I started doing? And it wasn't for like health reasons, but I worked alongside someone long enough who did this that I just started doing it naturally. But I'm so glad I did, because like when I get a phone call, I immediately take the phone, I get up, it like transfers to my cell phone. I get up and I immediately just go outside and start walking around while I'm on the phone. And dude,
is it so you're not like idled?
No, it's like literally I literally just watched him do it for like years, and I'm like, the one day I just did it. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? But now that I do it, like I kind of like it.
It's the meta. You like.
You get a couple long enough phone calls throughout the day, though, you're going to hit 10,000 steps easy.
What the fuck are you talking about that long?
Oh, you never know. You never know.
Dude, how many 10,000 ladder rungs, dude? Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in better shape when I was a roofer, I can tell you that. That sucked. That sucks. Go
10-foot ladder 1,000 times? 10-foot ladder
God.
1,000 times?
Go fucking lift fucking 50-pound fucking bags of shingles on your shoulders. You go up and down a ladder. Fuck that. It is awful.
Dude, how long?
They deliver it
How
right to
long
the
would
roof, by the way, but I think I told this
20
story.
foot ladder 500 times is 1,000, right?
Yeah.
200 times? A 20-foot ladder
50
500
times.
times
Yeah, 500 times. 50 times is
is 100.
200.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm thinking differently.
Yeah.
Dude, how
No,
long? That's like an hour
dude,
of straight climb. Fuck that, dude.
just go be like fucking go to a construction site. Just be like their bitch. It's like a free gym membership and you'll get paid. You're just gonna lift heavy shit all day long. You're never
All
gonna
day.
stop moving.
You will
Dude, when it's-
question your life. You're gonna be
I
like,
was
why am I here?
I
I
don't
was in
know.
an attic today that was built by the Amish, Dave, and I was standing on the joist that holds their roof up, and as I'm walking on it, the roof is shaking.
No, it's fine.
Like the roof above me. I'm standing on the joist that the roof is built off of. So I'm here. The roof above me went as I'm walking here.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all attached. It'll be all right.
Let's put solar panels on top of that fucking thing.
Oh, they can't be that heavy.
60 panels 40
You,
times, David?
I was 15 working with my uncle, and he was in concrete. And I'm telling you, just start wheelbarrowing fucking big fucking heaps of concrete in and out of places. You'll get your exercise in. You'll get your steps. You'll
Dude's
lift heavy weights.
forearm. He has just one forearm. It's like the size of a
It
fucking
was
Folgers can. Just fucking
fucking madness.
it's crazy.
Ryan, on the show today.
20
I kind
minutes in.
I I kind of did a breakdown when you were AWOL. Here's this is kind of refreshing to hear every once in a while. The the Trump administration has been
Tyrants?
it's been interesting, I would say, to say the
Tyrants?
least. Let's just say interesting, right?
Traitors?
They certainly haven't lived up.
Traitors.
Here it's I don't know. It just seems
The
like
guy
the Trump.
I helped get elected is going to call me a terrorist and arrest me, David, for trying to adjust my government for the grievance because they fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they'll probably arrest other people first. But Ryan, this is
They're not come for me, right, Tavo? Nobody.
yeah. They'll get us last.
I don't care if I'm a container. I am unplugging that fucking computer still.
And by the way, I think I could say that
The here's Donald Trump addressing vaccinations with RFK Jr. By the way, man, RFK Jr.'s got to be like one of maybe 3 bright spots of the Trump administration so far.
And by the way, I think I could say that there are certain groups of people that don't take vaccines and don't take any pills that have no autism. That have no autism. Does that tell you something? That's currently, is that a correct statement, by the way?
There are some studies that suggest that, yeah, with the Amish, for example.
The Amish, yeah, virtually. I heard none. See, Bobby wants to be very careful with what he says. And by the way, I think
Bob wants to be careful. I, Trump, am not careful with what I say. I say whatever I want. I'm the president. I can say everything. Everything's been said. I'll say it again if it hasn't.
It's funny because that's always the thing that gets like Trump in trouble with all these fucking like the media when they do the fact checking. It's like he said no autism. He's like, all right, it's an exaggeration. Like he doesn't mean 0. He doesn't mean 0. He just means less than 1 in 4. Isn't that what we're up to now? 1 in 4. If it's 1 in 8, like they're doing better. Like, can we look at it?
Yeah, can we get like sub 20% of people down, please? It's probably not the plastic in the food, David. That's just parts per million, so it can't be bad for you.
What is the
I started as like a billionth of a millionth of a cell, but don't just. I didn't tell you about the guy that was flipping out in Advanced Auto Parts about the bullshit Chinese solar fucking. Oh god, it was beautiful. goddamn Japs and their fucking bullshit diesels killing these goddamn Democrats. I'll tell you, these fucking we're in line. I'm at a at a store to get an auto part. Oh, David, people are losing it slowly and surely.
I'm just trying to pull up the. Come on, just give me a. I like when they just give me a summary here. I don't want to sit here and fuck around. U.S. Okay, this is interesting. Ready? In the world, okay, the average is 1%. 1% of people have autism in the world globally. Okay. The United States is 2.8%.
So the United States has double the global rate
I'll
of
triple.
autism.
Let's round up. Let's round up. Triple. They have triple the rate of the world in autism.
And we have like a 27th of the population.
Well, it's per capita. It's percentage based. So 1% for the world, 3% for I'm rounding, but 3% for the United States. 0.3 for the Amish. Point 3.
Maybe there's just less Amish, babe. David.
Verse 3%. 0.3 to 3%. But you can't ask questions.
Well, where'd it come from, David?
Oh, it's genetic.
Genetic?
Yeah, it's genetic.
Because all the autism people are the ones getting laid and reproducing, right, David?
Yeah, well, it's all genetic.
It's only the retards reproducing? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, it's
autism people aren't retarded, right?
It's it's one of those things where you're like, okay, well, if it's genetic, where like it still had to like it had to start somewhere. So like, where did it start? Right? If we're talking about genetics, well, it's a mutation. Okay, what caused it to mutate? Well, we don't know. Okay, well, like there's this isolated group that very much doesn't do all this modern medical stuff that we do, and theirs is like really low. So is it possible it's gonna correlation isn't causation? Okay, I get it, but like did you look? Like could you look? Could you like do we've done studies, we've proven it's not it. Okay, so like what causes it? Well, we don't know. Okay. So you don't know what
It
causes
just appeared, Dave.
Yeah.
It was a mutation.
You don't know what causes it, but you're gonna claim you know what doesn't cause it. So you don't know what causes it, but you know what doesn't cause it. And you know for a fact this group that doesn't have it
has lower
rates. It's definitely some other reason they don't have it.
Even though they have less running water and electricity. And
do we understand? This sounds ridiculous, right? It sounds ridiculous. This sounds like the Big Bang Theory. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like you don't know the answer, so you're making shit up.
This sounds like they invented autism, David. Is that what you're saying? And they're covering for it?
Honestly, I don't think they intentionally invented it. I think it was created.
It was a byproduct of fucking eating petroleum or something.
It's literally a side effect.
It's just the human genome adapting to poison in the environment or something, plastic or lead or.
Yeah, it's getting a runny nose because of Tylenol or something. Like it's I don't know if that's a side effect of Tylenol. It's just a side effect. Okay, it's a very unfortunate side effect because it seems very severe, but it's a side effect. But you're not allowed to say it's a side effect, and if you question it, then you're a conspiracy theorist.
Well, we'll shut you down.
But like, I kind of want to figure this out. Like, can we figure this out, please? Isn't this important to figure out? What if we knew what caused it and we could prevent it? Wouldn't that be good? That'd be important, right? And can we look at the groups that are lower than us? You don't want to go to the Amish? Fine. What about the rest of the world? That's a third. Can we figure out why they're a third of us? Does that matter? Maybe it's in the food, Ryan. The rest of the world gets vaccinated, but they sure as fuck don't eat like we do. Do you think it's in the food?
It's only parts per million, I was told.
What if you eat 1 million apples?
Well, I get one part, David.
You have a million French fries for McDonald's.
Yeah, I get
Parts
1
per
part at
million.
French. Yeah,
Perfect. So,
1.
so now you have all the
I have,
autism. It's
I have
cute.
1 whole part at.
I'm just saying. Can scientists please stop this? Because I'm sick of this. This is getting old. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But if you ask a question, you're a conspiracy theorist. And also, they're just going to make some shit up. They're making it up. They don't know. The Big Bang Theory is made up. They have no fucking idea. But it's ridiculous if you think God created the universe. That's ridiculous. But you think everything just
Yeah.
fucking exploded into existence? That's
All of
science?
all of everything fit in something smaller than the head of a pin.
Just exploded.
Just
The whole
exploded.
universe exploded. What about the rest of space? All the other universes, did they all explode too?
How'd the stuff get there?
What thing exploded that caused this? Was it one like star that exploded? Is that what the
Well, the
theory
Big
is?
Bang, David, might have been the end of another universe in the beginning of
What
ours.
created that universe?
Probably Big Bang.
Big Bang. That was the first Big Bang. That one exploded into existence too. Do
Well,
we
the Big Bang
understand
was
how
actually a
fucking
secondary
ridiculous
bang.
it sounds? Ryan's in school and asks a question, very legitimate question. What is space inside of?
Yeah, what's the
Oh,
universe in?
well, it's not
Mr.
inside of
Cole,
anything.
that's it.
It's
Yep, he
just like
laughed
this
at me.
big, ever expanding thing. Okay, but like, are we sure it's not in
What's
something?
inside?
Like Earth is in something, it's a universe, and like the universe is inside
Yeah.
space. What is space
Yeah.
inside of? How do we know space isn't inside of something?
Well, I mean, you actually don't. They just tell
If
me it's
space
forever
is
big. But
so big, you can't get to the ends of space. How the fuck do you know what's on the other side of it? You don't. So you're just gonna make some shit up like it's ever expanding.
well, serious question: could something go on forever?
It can't. How could it?
I don't know. I don't know, David. That's what I was told.
Answer the question, Fernando.
I don't
Answer
know.
the
Puts
question.
it in.
Answer the question. What's space inside of? This sounds like a celebration of ignorance. Perfect. What's space inside of? If you tell me it's ever expanding, I swear to God, I'm going to find you. It is not ever expanding.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? It's
Maybe
ever expanding?
maybe. But how? How do you know? I'm
Well, it's
just
not
saying
God,
we
David.
don't know answers to stuff, and instead of saying we don't know, which would be a perfectly acceptable answer, I would be perfectly fine if a scientist was like, I have no fucking idea what's on the edge of space. How the fuck would I know? How would you know? How long does it take to get to the edge of our universe, let alone the edge of space? It's a
We took a picture with
ridiculous
it
thing.
with the telescope, David.
With the telescope.
took
It
a
goes all the
picture
way
with
to
the
the end of
telescope.
the ever expanding space.
Well, you never seen the eyeball, David.
All the way at the
You
end.
never seen that. You didn't see the eyeball of the known observer. Did you see the picture of the spacey double XE hot whatever fucking new?
He didn't even answer. Why didn't he answer? Answer me. What's on the edge of space?
Well, his wiener's little, David. Let
You
him
just
play
want
with
to
it.
say shit. You just, well, this is
Retard.
ignorance because you're not going with the. Fine, you're right. You know what? Everything exploded into existence, and we know what's on the edge of space. Is that what I'm supposed to believe? Why can we not say we don't know stuff? Did that become un-okay? Why is
Yeah.
that not okay? Hey, Mr. Scientist, what's on the edge of space? I don't know. We can't see the edge of space. I'd be like, oh, that makes sense. Perfect.
Mind you, I asked in school where you're supposed to ask questions.
It's the whole point. The whole point of school.
And I got laughed at. I didn't even get to ask a question. I just got laughed at.
Does AI know the answer? What's at the end of space, AI? The concept of the end of space is not well defined in modern cosmology. As space itself is not thought to
Cosmetology.
have.
What bitch with Astro Rocks is going to tell me where the edge of space
I'm
is?
gonna tell you. As space itself is not thought to have a physical boundary or an edge. Okay, how is that possible?
All right, I want you to now ask fucking AI if it is physically possible for something to go on forever. If it's in the realm of physics and the natural laws of universe.
Grok was unable to reply.
Because even speed of light disappears, right? Like if you go faster than the speed of light, light itself would disappear because you're traveling faster than light can be perceived.
Spatial infinity. Can space go on forever? Current understanding, the universe may be spatially infinite or finite, but unbounded. observations indicate the universe is nearly flat, meaning it could extend infinitely in all directions. If infinite, space literally goes on forever with no boundary. But how?
These are adults. Adults are telling me this. Mind you.
Yes and no. Maybe kind of not really.
Like, yeah, space. It's not that space is forever. It's just forever expanding. And there's no edges, but if
Okay.
there was an edge, that edge would be able to get moved.
This is like the closest thing I've seen to truth. Yes, an infinite universe is physically possible and consistent with current data, but we don't know definitively as we can only observe the finite observable universe. The translation is, we don't know, we're going to make some shit up. That's what that sounds like to me. Am I wrong? That's what that sounds like.
No, I mean, obviously, Dave, we definitely don't know unless we send Dr. Doom out there on a fucking skateboard. Challenge God, Dave.
So everything exploded into existence. It goes on forever.
Fit in a head of a knee.
And it's impossible that your food or vaccinations or medicine is causing the side effect of autism. It's just
it was definitely not God.
Autism big banged into your immune system. It just completely just out of nowhere.
Well, epigenetics, David. Just popped up in the genome.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, what if like during the Industrial Revolution, like some rust got into the water, and that was like the early inklings of like the biochemical components needed to formulate the chromosomes to shift into an autism spectrum to begin with.
Well, we were literally dumping toxic waste into Lake Erie, so like, I don't know.
I mean, it's just called Love Canal, David.
Everything's possible, I suppose, including infinite space and genetic Big Bang Theory.
Is that what we're calling autism now? The genetic Big Bang?
It's the genetic Big Bang Theory. It came out of nowhere. Poof, genetics. It's genetics. Okay, but like the guy before me, like historically it hasn't existed. So like
my dad doesn't have it, but I have it.
Yeah, genetics. Well, maybe your grandpa had it.
Nope.
Great grandpa.
Maybe skips a generation.
It comes from your grandmother.
Yeah, it skips a generation.
Or maybe it just Big Bang.
Well, you get your dick. Whoa. Maybe it just comes from like your dick size comes from your mom's side or whatever. You know, whatever.
That's probably true for Fernando. Ryan, we have to retrain the algorithm.
Yo, who do you have to be like, oh, this sounds like a moron fest? You clicked on my podcast. You know, like I'm not out like fucking looking at your shit. Be like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, dude, you clicked on our video and then talk shit. It's hilarious. I love it. Dude, she is not hot enough to put me in tyranny, David. Clearly, Trump, you got to get hotter girls if you're going to try to destroy the First Amendment openly in this country.
She's just communicating it with you, Ryan. That's all.
The official deal later this week at some point. Under the terms of this deal, TikTok will be owned by a majority of American investors and controlled by a board of directors with extensive national security and cybersecurity credentials. In partnership with the U.S. government, Oracle will serve as TikTok's trusted security provider.
I just wanted to pause that real quick.
Yeah, what's the name, David?
Oracle. They're going to work in partnership.
Like the Oracle in Delphi, David, that used to sit over drugs and fucking the cracks of the organic earth and breathe in fucking bath salts and trip her balls off and tell ancient kings of like Greece on whether or not they should sail east or west or if they should sacrifice their fucking children.
That's probably coincidental, right?
That Oracle, David?
No,
just like the Oracle of Delphi that said that Socrates is the smartest man to ever exist in ancient Rome.
I'm sure it's unrelated.
I'm sure it's unrelated to Palantir as well, David. The same thing that fucking Saruman uses to spy on everybody with the big giant eyeball, David. That's just symbolically not the NSA spy grid. Because Tolkien, Tolkien doesn't like when you put his work to modern things, David.
And they will independently monitor the safety and data security of all U.S. user data on TikTok's platform. Americans' data will be stored.
So you took a private company
Yeah, but it's Chinese, Ryan. You can't have the
I don't give it.
Chinese
Hey.
government spying on us.
I don't care. This makes it worse, David, that a Chinese company cared more about American freedom than my own government. So let me get this straight. Private company. You don't like that it's a private company because they said, hey, we're going to have whatever we want on here, and you can't do anything about it because we're a private company, because we're a publisher and platform. This sounds a lot like Facebook, David. And then the government was like, hey, man, you can't be doing that. And they're like, well, we kind of can. And then they say, well, you're owned by foreign nationals. So because you're owned by foreign businessmen, even though there's plenty of businesses owned by foreigners in this country, they break it up and sell it to a board of directors that works in conjunction with a third party tech company that works with the United States government. I'm pretty sure if it's a third party and works with the United States government, it's not a third party. It's literally a first party, because if you're working with the government, you're not third party. I don't give a fuck. That's just like that's
Well,
a
they're
hashtag
contractors,
to
Ryan.
still.
They're contractors.
Yeah, who built the island again? That's right. I can't question those people, but they're third party. Weird.
I
Weird how
will.
think tanks are third party now, David. So you fucking take a private business, smash it apart because you can't control it. You then put it in a board of directors, which is basically a fucking. You force the company to go corporate. You force corporatize the company so that it could work with a third-party government-ran agency, and it's a third-party agency so that it's operating outside of law and jurisdictions that has to be, I don't know, tied to the fucking Constitution, David, because we've obviously proven that these social media platforms, and I'm sure Oracle, David, will fall under one of these bullshit-ass data fucking collection agency bullshit that allows them to circumvent the Constitution and our digital privacy rights that they say doesn't exist, but it obviously exists, David, which is why they censor us to begin with. But am I getting that? Am I getting that right?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to play the rest of this clip, and then I'll explain.
Kill them all. They're tyrants.
I'll explain exactly what
This is tyrannical, David.
what they're doing.
Dave, this is tyrannical. This is
Well, hold on.
tyrannical.
You didn't even hear. I know, but you didn't even hear like the best
It's
part.
probably to stop fucking Charlie Kirk assassins or some bullshit. The very people that I helped get elected are going to hang me in the fucking state legislature because they're tyrants.
But you didn't hear the best part.
All right,
securely in the United States without access from China. All U.S. user data will be stored on servers operated by Oracle in the United States, protected from surveillance or interference by foreign adversaries. And the algorithm, I know this is a question many of you have had, will be secured, retrained, and operated in the United States outside of ByteDance's control. And TikTok will remain globally interoperable, meaning TikTok users in the US will be able to see videos posted by users in other countries and vice versa. While I don't have a number on the specific deal, we do expect that thanks to the president's leadership and the securement of this historic deal, businesses using TikTok will generate as much as $178 billion.
Oh, the 401k, there it is.
Within the US over the next 4 years. So this is great news, not just for the millions of American youth who use TikTok. Their data will be safe and secure with this new deal. They'll continue to use this very fun app. But it's also great news for all of the small business owners who have really been able to make a living off of the use of TikTok as well.
The small business owner didn't need to make money off of TikTok with the government's intervention. They didn't need you to make money off them before you intervolve. They just made the ministry of truth in real time. That's exactly what that is. That's definitionarily what they just made there. The idea that my algorithm is safer in America than a foreign country is fucking insane to me. It's not any safer than anywhere else. The only reason they say it's safer, I know we know this, is so that they can monitor, control it, and track it. And also brainwash you. We've come on here fucking repeatedly, showing you scientific studies of all the liars like Neil deGrasse Tyson even have to admit. They can control your fucking actions with these devices. And now we're plugging it into the government with a third-party Oracle.
Let me explain what they did here. Because it's I'll say this, politically well played. But here's what they did. They set
this is a political fucking 3-pointer, dude. Honestly,
they set the
they
narrative.
basically made it that nobody
Well,
will ever be able to contradict a government narrative.
Well, no, hold on. So they set the narrative, right? That the whole reason ByteDance owning TikTok was a problem is because in China there aren't really independent companies, right? There's no private companies in China. They all are in coordination with the government. So basically, even though ByteDance owned it, the CCP owned TikTok, okay? Which means the
It's
CCP
government
had
corporatism.
yeah, the CCP had access to all of our private data. And why would you want a foreign national government, especially like China, having all of our information? So, they said, well, what they're going to have to do, they're going to have to sell to a private American company, of course, because that's the only way. I mean, we have to get all this data out of China. China can't have all our data. Okay. Now, let me tell you what they actually did. What actually was happening is because ByteDance and the CCP, if you want to say co-owned, that's fine, TikTok, the United States government couldn't access and get all the information from TikTok like they're so used to with Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and your Google searches and anything that we use here. It could be game apps that you use, it could be DoorDash, it could be Uber. They collect all of that information from you and they use that information. But because the CCP owned TikTok, ByteDance, they didn't have the access to the information that they needed. So they put out to the front the narrative that what we don't want is foreign nationals having our information, must be sold to a United States company. That's what got all the people on board with the idea, like, oh yeah, of course, I can't have the CCP having all my information, even though our own government has all our information all the time. That's what created the movement. That's how you got people on board. And then, conveniently, Ryan, Oracle is the company that bought TikTok.
Third party.
And they are going to, third party, of course, are going to work in a partnership with the government, her words, not mine. And they're going to store and collect all that data. That way it's safely within the United States grasp, Brian. They're telling you, people, right? Kevin always said this. They will tell you what they're doing. She's literally telling you what happened. She said, oh, great news. We're in a partnership with Oracle and we're going to have all your data here safely. That way the CCP doesn't have the data.
All those kids get to keep using it. We get to watch all you kids.
Said this the whole time. I don't want any of you fucking people to have my data. And by the way, what fucking difference does it make if China or you have my data? I'm supposed to believe you have good intentions with the data?
Elections, David. Didn't? Elections. We must secure our elections, David, from foreign nationals. We don't want them interfering in the election, David, clearly.
Get a rope on YouTube. I love that name, by the way. The Amish and people in developing countries have individuals who are autistic. They just don't recognize or label them as such, or they lack the luxury to be diagnosed.
Okay.
Sure. I don't know. It's like one of those. It's one of those things where it's like,
okay,
it's like an unprovable argument. It's possible, sure, maybe.
Okay. Next, you're gonna tell me cancer in children happens all the fucking time too.
Let me say this.
No. Fuck this. I don't give a shit. There's cancer in children that has never happened before. Rare diseases never happened before.
It wasn't diagnosed, right?
I watch them spray the air. I watch them do it.
It's water vapor. No, let me say this.
Get a rope, dude.
Before you, because I've had this debate 100 times, and let me just say this. Whatever the argument, whatever. It's one of those things where it's like an unprovable argument, so it's no way to debunk it. But do this. Go find Amish people and talk to them, and just tell me if you notice. Let's be clear, autism is not that difficult to spot. Yes, professionals diagnose it. Trust me, I live with somebody who diagnoses it for a living. But I'm telling you, go into like the world and breathe and talk to people and see if anyone has a grandma who's autistic, or see if there's an Amish person who's autistic, or I don't know, go to another nation. It's 1/3 in the rest of the world. Go to Canada. See how many autistic people you find. Are they there? Sure. What I'm saying is the numbers are off the charts for the United States. And the idea that it's only because we diagnose it differently. And by the way, I don't know, maybe the standard for diagnostic is a little different. Maybe we're over-diagnosing. That's always possible too. But again, we're getting into this unprovable territory. And I'm a trust your instincts guy. I'm a trust your senses guy. Go find me an autistic grandma. I'd love to meet him. I really would. I'd love to meet him. Find an autistic. I live near Amish people. Never seen an autistic one. Not once. Yeah, it's anecdotal. I get it, but you're debating the empirical with undisprovable evidence. So like, I don't know how to debate this with you because you're taking the stats and the data. I'm giving you empirical debates. I'm saying, listen, it's 1/3 in the rest of the world. It's 1/100th in the Amish community. And you're saying, fuck that empirical data because they diagnose it or don't diagnose it correctly. Okay, fine. So now I'm going to give you anecdotal. Go find me an autistic grandma. Go find me an autistic Amish kid. You're not going to be able to do it. But you don't like the empirical debate and you don't like the anecdotal debate. So what the fuck am I supposed to say? You're right. We just diagnose it better than everybody else, I guess.
Just get a rope, Dave. Just get a rope.
Is it possible? Sure, maybe there's a 100th% here or there difference because our diagnostics are different. Maybe we overdo it. I don't know. I've always actually kind of thought that with certain mental health things. I think we overdiagnose mental health conditions. I really do. I think we give out pills to people who say they're depressed, and what we should do is tell them to change their diet and tell them to go exercise. And if it's still there, maybe we'll talk about some pills.
It's weird, yeah.
The Amish will expire their horse, if it looks at them the wrong way. They don't take their kids to the doctor. Okay.
I've seen Amish build houses with their bare hands with their clothes off, like literally.
The Amish are mean to animals. Is that the debate now? That's the argument. Amish people are mean to animals. You're
These
right.
people are fucking poisoning you, turning your kids gay and transgender, making them cut their dicks off. They're destroying your local businesses, saying they're not essential. They're murdering your grandparents, saying that it's just government incompetence. They're making diseases in a lab, unleashing it on the globe, saying that it's a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. They're gutting your civil liberties and saying that it's to make you safer. Stop. Just stop. Stop. We've caught them. I've caught them long enough. There is the autism rates have gone up in my lifetime.
They got better at diagnosing.
Sure. And more people have autism. Just once again, when I was younger, David, nobody was really fat. It's actually the opposite. Like, fat people used to get made fun of because they didn't exist. It was like, oh, look at that big fat guy.
They beat their children. I don't even know where this argument is going right now. They beat their children, so autism doesn't exist. Like, they're beating the autism out of them. What are we even saying right now?
Well, now he's adding.
I'm not even like debating.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not even like debating some of this stuff. Dude, I have a dog that was rescued from an Amish breeder. Trust me, she looks like she got beat. I promise you. You go near her, she flinches. I get it. I'm not saying they're great with animals. That's not even remotely the conversation we're having. Unless you want it to be the conversation we can have. Yeah, I agree. They're shit with animals. I don't know. They treat them as utilities. Like a horse is just a tractor. Like, it's not a living thing. It's just not. I don't know. We can debate on whether or not that's a good idea. Maybe I'm with you. I think horse.
Yeah, I got the bobcat.
Dude, trust me.
Right,
I'm an animal guy. Trust me. I'm an animal guy. Dude, I'm telling you, I love my chickens. I really do. They're cool as fuck.
Chickens are cool.
That has nothing to do with autism. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that. Ryan.
What I'd be really interesting to know is, like, if autism affects socioeconomic classes different.
Like, do rich people have less autism? They can build a house and beat their children. Irrelevant. Try to keep up. Okay. I I think we have diagnosed an autistic Ryan.
Yeah, this guy can fuck off. It's fucking yeah, I'm just gonna troll dudes on the internet with podcasts. I got nothing better to do.
It's fine. Oh, autism's kind of interesting. So you know how Elon Musk has Asperger's?
Nazi burger.
Which is, yeah, well, like, isn't that the crazy shit? Like, it doesn't exist anymore. They changed it because Asperger was a Nazi. So now it's just low functioning and high functioning. Like, that's just, I don't know.
It's Augsburger.
Asperger's. I don't think it's Asperger's. Ryan, on to the next thing. We're done with autism. I don't know. It's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, we can have the autism debate and the vaccine thing. Here's what I'm saying. All right. It's just such a ridiculous debate. At the end of the day, I don't know how old you are. I'm not even that old. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, back in my day, like I get it. But there is something very clearly different with people now and people 50 years ago. Ryan, to your point, like, how uncommon was fatness 50 years ago? Like, obesity was not, I think I told this story at the showroom at work. They were playing like Price is Right reruns from like maybe late 70s, early 80s. I'm not sure the exact time period, but they were old. There was zero fat people in the audience. Like, not one person was fat in the audience. Dude, take a screenshot from like an episode today of Price is Right. I don't know if the show's even still on, but dude, the audience is gonna look like they're waiting in line at McDonald's. Like, it's gonna be just wildly obese people everywhere. Did your grandfather have ADHD? No. Did your grandfather have ADHD? No, because it wasn't a thing, just like autism isn't a thing with the Amish. Sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Whole closet
ADHD
argument. You can suck dick all you want, dude. You're still gay. People knew you were gay. People knew you were retarded. People knew you were mentally ill. They knew the whole time. Sigmund Freud knew about shit 200 years ago. There was mental institutions in Athens. PTSD was studied in Athens. Not relative, I understand. I also think that ADHD is just a fucking function of the human mind. I've said this before. You wouldn't have tires on your car. You probably wouldn't even have
ADHD is another one of those things that I think is. I feel like it's wildly.
It's a look, it's probably a survival adaptation of our brain, 100% from trauma or the shit. But you like look at what people do with it. I don't know. And then there's the people with the autism thing that thinks they're like telepathic and super hyper geniuses, and they're just on a different wavelength, and they can talk through telepathy and telekinetics.
Well, we've talked about some of that before too, like the savant syndrome, and the telepathy thing is interesting. Autism was first formally discovered in 1943 with Hans Asperger's Nazi. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think ADHD is another one of those things where it seems like it is like wildly diagnosed. It's like, I don't know, that kid seems a little wild. It's like, dude, you know what I discovered? I don't know if, like all schools or whatever, but like the school here, I might have told you this, I might not have. Dude, they have gym like once a week in elementary school.
It's not enough, dude.
Dude, it needs to be 5 days a week, and it should be like an hour a day. Like, are we kidding? These are kids. And we're like, man, their discipline's not very good. I don't know. That's weird. It's like kids have a lot of energy and you're going to make them be in a desk all day and not have gym. Like, you need to have gym. Like, are you kidding? Are you serious? 1 day a week? I think that kid has ADHD. You think he has ADHD? I think he wants to run somewhere, dude. He's a kid. What are you doing?
Fucking bored.
Go put him somewhere and let him just run in circles. It doesn't matter.
Of course, he's got ADHD. Dude's bored.
We got to talk about Brigitte Macron real quick, Ryan, and then we can get out. This came late last week, but we haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. Brigitte Macron to present scientific and photographic evidence to U.S. court proving she's a woman.
So you can prove that somebody's a man or a woman, huh?
Yeah. Drop your trousers. French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte will present photographic and scientific evidence to a U.S. court. Hate to be on that court. The two are submitting the documentation as part of a defamation lawsuit against conservative influencer Candace Owens, who claimed that Brigitte was born a male and later secretly transitioned because she wants to do hood rat stuff with her friends, right? The Macron's attorney, Tom Clare, told the BBC's Frame Under Fire podcast that there will be expert testimony that will come out and it will be scientific in nature. Dude, I've said the whole time, I couldn't care less about the story. I really couldn't. If she's a man or a woman, honestly, it's way less egregious than the fact that she literally raped her husband because he was 15-year-old boy and she was in her fucking 40s when they met or whatever the fuck it was. That's way more atrocious than the fact she could be a tranny. With that said, it just makes me laugh. I really don't care about the story at all, but it makes me laugh. And then I did start to care about the story when they sued Candace Owens. That's when it went too far for me. The French power couple is ready to demonstrate both generically and specifically. What the fuck does that mean? That the allegations are false. It is incredibly upsetting to think that you have to go and subject yourself to put this type of proof forward, he said, and the distress it has caused the First Lady. Oh, poor girl. It is a process that she will have to subject herself to in a very public way, but she's willing to do it. She's firmly resolved to do what it takes to set the record straight. I'm waiting for the article to tell me specifically how they're going to do it. Like, is she going to go in front of a judge, like into the judge's chambers and be like, all right, check this shit out? Like, what do we do? Is she going to send pictures? She's sending selfies to the judge? Like, what are we talking about here?
I'm going to start naming the sex organs, David.
Owens has repeatedly claimed, without evidence, that Brigitte Macron, 72, was born a male, going as far as to say on her podcast earlier this year that she would stake my entire professional career on all of those points. The Macrons filed a lawsuit against Owens in Delaware in July, alleging Owens disregard all credible evidence, disproving her claim in favor of platforming known conspiracy theorists and proven defamers. Owens' claims are those similar previously made in France by two women who Brigitte Macron sued in 2021. That case was initially ruled in the French First Lady's favor, but has been overturned on appeal. She has taken the case to France's highest appeals court. Brigitte Macron was 39 years old when she became the future French leader's teacher when he was 15 in 1993. Yeah, 39 and 15. Fucking disgusting. Put her in jail, dude. Why are we serious? I don't care if it's a dude or a chick. Put jail. Right to jail. 39 and 15. Right to fucking jail. I don't care if it's Europe. Jail.
Well, I hope the hood rat shit works.
I just want to do hood rat stuff with my friends. Oh man. The case to me isn't even, I really don't care if she's a dude. I don't at all in the slightest. It's like I will say this for Candace, it's like a really wild hill to die on. But with that said, I don't know. They don't seem to have a good track record of suing people who have claimed she's a man in the past, which makes it kind of interesting.
Like it hasn't worked.
It has not. And furthermore, I'm sorry. I said this before when this first happened. If I'm President Trump, absolutely, I am not letting the French president's wife sue one of my citizens. It's not happening. I don't care. You don't live here. I don't give a fuck what she says about you. And
Do you
quite
think Trump
frankly,
would come out and be like, Candace, I got your back?
hold on. This is going to go back to a point we made earlier. Let's see. Let's see how much I don't care about France. Grok is struggling. I just want to get the exact how much I don't care. Let's see. Yeah, our economy's 1,000 times the size of France. I don't care. I don't care. Brigitte, you're a dude. I'm the president of the United States. I'm 1,000 times bigger than you, more powerful than you. You're a man. You're not suing us. You're not suing Candace Owens. Case is dismissed. I'm the president. Fuck you. You're just a president's wife, and you raped the president when he was a boy. It's not happening.
You raped Macron. You're a man. He's a man. Everybody knows it.
These are like the little wins that I just don't. I don't know. It seems like it seems like President Trump isn't stepping in and getting these easy wins. To me, this is an easy win. I'd be publicly speaking on this. I really would. I would take it publicly. As the president of the United States, I would address this. I really would. I'd say, listen, not for nothing, but I'm not going to allow the the French president's wife to sue one of our citizens for her speech. It's not happening. Sorry. Case dismissed. Get fucked. It's not happening. I personally think the woman has something to hide. Yeah.
Hey, use their logic against them. They would tell me that the reason I have to overturn all my mass metadata is because I have nothing to hide. So, unzip, show the dick, dude.
What's the difference between a dude and a chick? Yeah, I think that's I really want to know what they're specifically going to do.
I wonder if Candace is going to double down on that, Dave. Be like, well, that doesn't prove that she's a man or a woman. I thought chromosomes doesn't.
That would be hilarious.
Like, I thought that like gender is just like a construct, and it like your chromosomes actually don't define if you're a man or a woman.
Yeah, I wasn't defaming you. I was just misgendering you, actually.
Dave,
Yeah.
who washes the blood?
Depends. It depends if you believe in the Big Bang Theory or not. No one washes the blood in the Big Bang Theory, just so you know.
Well, maybe Macron is just the tampon after all. Dave Ryan is Cyber 1773. Catch us on Rumble. Till I'm assassinated in public. For the greatest podcast in human history. As always, David, I appreciate you the most for your time in overthrowing tyranny. I'll see everybody tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, dude.